What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to this multi-time frame forecast. We're going to be going over Euro AUD real quickly. As always, we're going to start on the monthly chart, and we're going to switch over to a line chart, actually. But before we get started, I want you guys to do one thing, and that's simply like this idea and comment down below. Not only does it support us, but it gives also the others an opportunity to see these videos and either learn from them or potentially get some valid setups so that they can make some money as well. There's more than enough money out there for everyone. No need to be greedy. Do us and everyone else a favor. Like this video, and let's get straight into it. So you can see I already marked this one up from the past because we had covered it a couple of weeks, actually probably months ago. And what we had did is looking for initial trend lines and significant areas of structure relative where price is at or where it's potentially going. And that's why we got this descending trend line up here. You can see that we were initiated, we tested it once, and we're potentially testing it a third time to confirm it. However, if we switch back to the line chart, you can see this area of structure right here was really close to where price is currently at. And I believe if we went a little bit further left, we could see structure was relatively significant in these areas as well. But if we switch back to a candlestick chart, we can see more or less why these areas were pretty significant and that they were continuing to be significant as the charts progressed. So we have the candle close right here on the monthly time frame. If look left, the charts leave clues. You can see that as resistance, tested it with these wicks, resistance, false breakout, some consolidation, turning support, and now we're at it once more, but potentially looking at it as an area of support, especially since it's coinciding with this ascending trend line already. So let's go straight into this weekly time frame analysis. As you can see, we already have it marked up, but we're actually in a potential area that's ready for being ready for execution. So like I said, if you look left, the chart leaves clues. You can see this area was significant structure on the weekly time frame, initiated, tested once, twice, three times right here. And we could be looking for another lower low, breaking this area of structure right here. However, we could see that it's holding up on its own as well, and it is breaking above where this previous area was right here. So this is telling us, this is indicative so far of something that's potentially valid for an area of structural support for us to move upward from here. So if that is the case, then you can see two things already occurred. We already broke this descending trend line on this weekly, daily time frame, but more importantly, we're treating this area as support right here. So we could be looking for a valid setup in this area right now, and that'd be just changing our parameters just a bit. So we're still hitting that ideal 1-to-3 risk reward ratio. We're just going to be moving our stop loss below this area of structural support, and we're going to be making our entry relatively soon. However, if you guys do not know by now, I do have a script that I have built, and this is just something that I use personally. Once again, this is a personal preference because this is based on my entry conditions and my strategy specifically, but I built up a script that allows us to check for a valid environment. If it's green and it coincides with the other areas of structure, then we're looking for some entries. So I'm just going to quickly put this up right here as entry being support, or we'll do structure, and then we'll do daily and then weekly. And then I'll show you more or less, but it's going to be a fib as well on the weekly leg. That's going to be the weekly leg, weekly or monthly. This is the reason for entry. It's going to be the monthly leg, excuse me. I hate this. Oh, wrong way. It's because I marked it up. It's actually more. Which leg was I looking at? Sorry, I was looking at a leg and it ended up being coinciding with the 88. Maybe it was this. It's a little less accurate. It's a stretch. Literally, it's a stretch. Sorry, I misled you. It's not really coinciding with the fib level. It's mainly a structural issue right here. Not issue, reason for entering. We broke this descending trend line we're bouncing on structure. We tested it once, twice. We've already tested it with the third candle, and we're looking to test it once more right here. We don't necessarily have any positive patterns that are indicative of it continuing upward. However, we are in this ascending trend line right here, and that is why we're looking for buys in general. And because it's supporting this area of structure, which if we look back, continue to be structure right here as well, we're just looking for some buying opportunities. And we're going to be placing our stop loss, or sorry, our take profit, which is going to be right here. Where did we get that number from? I think we ended up using this area because it was going to be that major structural support. However, you can actually pull it up to right here as well. So let's just put it right there. I just want to add that this is going to be a potential area of structural resistance for us, and I'll explain why. So, potential area of resistance. Um, Structure. But I'm gonna our TP definition right here as well. So we'll do TP1, and that's gonna be the 38% leg at least. Now with these ones, because we are in an ascending trend and it's going with the trend for the monthly time frame, these ones I actually want you to look for opportunities to use a manual trailing stop. So that's you manually looking for areas where you can place your stop loss safely so that it has room to breathe, but that you're following your profits and just let it run for as long as it can. Because like I said, we are in an uptrend on the monthly time frame. So if we're looking for a long, we're actually going to be longing with the trend from the monthly weekly time frame, which means we have a potential possibility to get a lot of pips. So keep that in mind. Be smart with this using trailing stops. Now for our short-term traders, so day traders, intraday traders, etc., look for this next close for a potential bounce because it is hitting significant areas of structure. You're going to be seeing a bounce regardless. However, your take profit and stop loss parameters are going to be different than what we have set up right now because we're looking more for long-term trades. So just keep that in mind. You do have an opportunity for buying right now in a short-term scenario as well to be securing some smaller pips. Just quickly wanting to show you that we are in an actual environment ready for buying. Like I said, I built this script. If you guys are interested in using it, let me know. But basically what it does is it tells me based on my entry condition parameters that we built whether or not we're in a buying opportunity. So I'm just going to quickly hide this to show you. You can see whenever it's green, we're in a buying environment, and then whenever it's red, we're in a selling environment. However, we're not going to be using this alone because it's not a signal system. It's just something to confirm and quickly identify areas that are ready for buying based on our setup and our trading strategy as a whole. So we can see that we are in a buying environment, which means we're ready to start looking for execution limits or entry for this particular pair right now. So looks like we're probably going to end up entering on this next candle close because we ended up, as you can see right here, treating this area as support, which was previous structural resistance. And although it's losing steam, that's a good thing for us because it's likely that it's just going to do a little another pop up and a leg upward from here. So if it does do that, we could show you what the next move would be. And that would just be right here. And this is where our short-term traders could kind of look for potential buying opportunity. So just real quick to give you short-term traders an idea of what to be looking for. So this is a 1-to-2 risk reward ratio. We're below this area of structure. Actually, you can end up making this stop loss a little bit more tight. You'd be securing close to, I don't know, 100 pips is what it's saying. It's kind of a lot for a short-term trade. But this is for something for our short-term traders if you guys were interested in this. So just keep this in mind, short-term trader. Potential jump up here, assuming this area is continuing to be treated as support. Otherwise, for our long-term traders, which is likely why you are here in the first place. We're going to be looking at this opportunity for us in the next couple of hours. So keep that in mind, guys. This is Euro AUD. Hopefully, you guys are finding this beneficial. I'm just going to quickly find this and make it visible once more. And real quickly, before I close it out, I want to annotate this a little bit better. Okay, so this is Euro AUD. Hopefully, you guys are finding this beneficial. You guys are learning from this, and you guys are taking some tips as well. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.